Gang, I wanted to talk to you about a fragrance that's rarely spoken about in the fragrance community. This is a relatively inexpensive fragrance, and I've known about since the previous channel where I had a review of it, but since then I've put it away and I've come back to it and I've rediscovered it in my own collection and am really actually impressed with the quality of this fragrance, even though it's an EDC. I'm speaking about Borsari 1870s Acqua Classica, this one right here. I'm going to tell you all about this and also do a first impressions of the big full 10.1 ounce bottle that I just picked up, in addition to the 100 ml bottle here, all coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time on this channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, discovering new fragrances, finding out about new brands, and participating in giveaways and still haven't subscribed to the channel, please click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. And yes, Borsari 1870s Acqua Classica, this fragrance right here, was launched in 1880. Go figure, so long ago. It is an EDC concentration, but to me, this acts like an EDT, Eau De Toilette, versus an Eau De Cologne, which what this is. And I spoke about this on the previous channel many times, and I've included it in cheapy videos where, you know, inexpensive fragrances to wear, fresh fragrances to wear, things like that. But for the longest time, I couldn't find notes for this fragrance, and I finally found them on Perfume.net and had to do this video because I rediscovered it, as I said, and I had it in my collection. And I pulled it out and I've been wearing it this summer whenever there was some warmness in San Francisco, which we haven't had much of yet, thankfully. When I was traveling to more warmer regions, and I was looking for some fresh fragrances. Now, I originally thought there was fig here because it comes off very green, but turns out, I'll tell you what the notes are here. In the top notes, we have bergamot, lime, and orange. In the heart notes, you have basil and rosemary, and the base notes, you have ivy and ginger. So it turns out there's a lot of green notes in here, and I think I was picking up that ivy note that kind of acts like fig leaves. That's why this fragrance comes off a bit green. Now, this is a 100 ml bottle, which I didn't find prices for on Amazon, but a 1.7 bottle like this retails for $37.25 at the time of this video that I shot. Now, I also found this one for $45.11 from Amazon. I just picked it up and I just looked it up again, and it's still $45.11, and I'm really, really surprised at how cheap and inexpensive it is. Now, this is a big pump bottle fragrance of this fragrance. So basically it's the same fragrance in here, but the bottle is the pump bottle, so it's a little more kind of like classic looking presentation, and I wanted to open it up for you guys. But I want to tell you a little bit more about this because this is such a great undiscovered kind of a gem fragrance. And I did say it acts like an Eau De Toilette even though it is an Eau De Cologne, because it does have some legs to the fragrance and it doesn't disappear right away, which is what I like in a fragrance. So if you don't know the difference between Eau De Cologne and Eau De Toilette, the fragrances that you buy at Jo Malone, the regular lineup at Jo Malone, are all Eau De Cologne fragrances. So they are the lightest, the least amount of concentration of perfume oils. And Eau De Toilettes are what you typically find at department stores. Like the designers usually typically have Eau De Toilettes for men, but lately they've been making Eau De Parfum EDPs. But this to me acts like an Eau De Toilette. So it does have legs compared to like your other traditional Eau De Colognes. For example, 4711, and most everybody's used to that fragrance. And that one is very, very light. It's one that I would wear after a shower and things like that, where you know the fragrance is going to disappear like within the next half hour to an hour, because 4711 doesn't last on me. This one actually lasts a fair amount of time for an Eau De Cologne. It lasts about 4 to 5 hours on me, give or take. Plus it smells so good. It doesn't smell like 4711. It's got a very, very unique smell to it. It's a classic. It smells classic. It does smell classy, but it also doesn't smell dated. I mean, you would like it. It's very, very green. It's a citrus plus green notes, and a bit spicy and zingy because it's got that ginger. And then, as I said, the ivy note in here is acting like fig leaves to me. At least to me, it acts like fig leaves, but ivy leaves and fig leaves kind of sort of similar in the same ballpark. But a very underrated and excellent release that I think you guys should know about. And if you're looking for your next inexpensive fragrance because 100 ml, well, like I said, I didn't find the price for the 100 ml, but the 50 ml retails currently at $37.25, so I think it's a great budget fragrance. And if you're missing your Freshie fragrance now that we're still in the middle of summer, go ahead and pick that up from Amazon because I think it's a great release. So let's go ahead and open up the full pump bottle presentation here. I wanted to pick it up because it looks really beautiful from what I saw, and I want to show you guys what it is. So here we go. The presentation as far as box goes is fairly nice. I think as far as the bottle itself goes, I can hardly see the writing on it, but here we've got some more visible writing compared to the bottle, as you can see. Now this one I did also buy back in 2013 or 2014, somewhere around there, and this has basically just been delivered within the last couple of weeks and I haven't opened it up yet. So Acqua Classica, and the brand name is here. On top here is what you get. On the back there's lots of writing, And guys, are you familiar with Borsari? I mean, I've never seen them before until I saw this like several years ago. And I haven't seen anything new from them, but Acqua Classica is a classic fragrance, although there are some newish releases. But let's go ahead and open this up and I will show you how it is. So the bottle is this right here. As you can see, the writing is similar, brown, hardly, it doesn't stand out, but I guess it's okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but the bottle, as you can see, is big. It's a huge bottle, and the pump is in here. Comes in a styrofoam kind of a packing, and there is the pump, and basically I think you simply just open this up, and this was not on tight, unfortunately. That's very interesting. You can actually display this as is, but it does have a little stopper in here. I got to remove that in order to pop this in here. But this is actually pretty lovely for what you get. 41 bucks. Great smell, something original, something you need. Now you might not need this size, and a 50 ml, or if you can find 100 ml would be fine for you. But I thought the presentation looked really beautiful and lovely to have. And for 41 bucks, why wouldn't you have this? I mean, if anything, you can just display it in a bathroom, and it looks really nice in the bathroom. Just be careful in a bathroom. Humidity will destroy the fragrance. So it's not worth leaving it in there like permanently, but maybe when guests come or something, you can display it and they can actually wear it to smell great and then remove it after they leave or something. But let's try this. There we go. It doesn't spray very well. There we go. I think what's going on is the edge of the what do you call it? The edge of this thing right here is kind of covering it up, but it works fine. I mean, personally, I don't prefer to spray with something like this. I prefer to spray with something like this because it sprays better. But this visually looks gorgeous, as you can see. And it's nice to have. It's very classic, and it is called Acqua Classica. And so for 41 bucks, this is, I think it's gorgeous. But don't you think? Would you have something like this? Or would you prefer something like what this is? Let me know. Guys, are you familiar with Borsari 1870? Acqua Classica, again, as I said, was launched in 1880. But the brand itself was launched in 1870, so that's why the name is there, I'm assuming. And I'm assuming this is all correct because I found this information on Perfumo.net. And it's an old brand, probably you don't even know about it, and it's time to discover it and then check this fragrance out. And now that there's deals available on Amazon, go grab yourself a bottle, either this for 41 bucks, or this for or the 50 ml of this for 37 bucks. I just couldn't find 100 ml on Amazon unless it ends up getting there once I air the video. But let me know your thoughts. Do you have this fragrance? Do you like it? Are you curious to try it? Do you love Freshies? Do you love citruses? Let me know. Please put a comment down. Let's get a conversation started. Also, please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.